What's up, guys? How's it going? What I want to talk about in this video is how classic Christian doctrine, okay, which of course stands on its own, that our conception of how it works can actually be aided by modern forms of physics, namely Einsteinian physics, or physics that is based in the theory of relativity, where we know that space and time actually bend with gravity. And what I want to look at is how that actually fits beautiful with an ancient church father known as Boethius and his view of time being real to God. Okay. Now, real quick, if you like the content in this channel, keep in mind a sub can really help us. We're on the road to 200. So if you feel so moved to do that, that can really help, but keep that in mind. Okay. So much of Christian thinking since the time of the Reformation, I would argue, has been based off of Newtonian views of time. So this would mean time was, time is, time will be. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense of like people who would hold a Calvinist view of time, or they'll ask questions like, if God knew with 100% certainty this was going to happen, did God make that choice because God's omniscient, right? And so he knows the future. And so that'll lead some people to the Calvinist camp. It'll lead some people to the open theist camp, which is, not where I would go. But like, does God know the future? Those kind of things. But all of these things can, I would argue, be solved by hopping into the theology of the ancient church father Boethius, and then we can make cognitive sense of it with Einstein's theory of relativity. Okay, keep in mind, science is thinking the thoughts of God after he already thought them. Thinking the thoughts of God after he already thought them. Okay, so it can actually be a real tool to help aid us as we work through some of these challenging questions. Okay, but so in Boethius's view, God is still omniscient. He knows all things, but he also allows all time to be real in and of itself. So the notion is that time is real to God. So each and every moment of time, God is in, and he allows it to be real in and of itself. And of course, he knows the future because he's already there. But he also allows each and every moment to be real. So when Adam and Eve eat from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, they're making that choice. Okay, or when one of us sins, we're making that choice, right? And so this allows God to be, it gives us space to think of God as being omniscient, of course, then also time being real to God. How would this fit with Einsteinian physics? Well, if space and time bend with gravity, then time, even within our known universe, is a funny thing, right? And space and time are relative to gravity. And this doesn't obviously solve everything, but it gives us conceptual space for, if that is true in our known universe, that time actually changes. It's not ... but time is actually funny and moves. It can help give us, again, conceptual space to make sense of some of these complex theological Christian doctrines. So there's something to chew on for tonight. God's peace.